Hello, thank you for joining me for another shave. Today is Monday, and as you can see by the thumbnail, I've got a Gillette Tech out for a shave. Now this is the a 1965 Travel Tech, and it comes in a case, and the case is kind of shot. It's West Germany, so that's telling you how old, and the leather's all messed up. And here's the little handle it came on. Too short for my liking for shaving, so I took the handle from my my Gillette 7 o'clock Sterling razor, and I'm using that. And I'll talk about that razor at the end here. Now I'm doing this shave today with this because it's the end of April, and in May, my first shave for May is going to be with the Gillette Super Blue Stainless razor from China. So I figured let's get out the an older Tech. It does not have this this is the first one with the that's got the updated later head on it, the top cap, so it doesn't have the slot and all that. And I've got a feather blade loaded up in it because that's what I usually would use with these, was a feather blade, and I'd get a good shave. And we'll see how it goes. I don't have a backup blade, so I hope this works for me. Brush today. I have not used this DS Cosmetic Barber Pole Synthetic in quite a while. The gold's, in fact, worn off the bottom there. And, yeah, it's starting to get a little hole in the center of the knot. I don't know if it's, going out on me. But soap today. I've got the V&E's Maine-Made Old Time Barbershop. This is good glycerin-based soap. I'm thinking about melting this into that new Old Spice mug I got there. In fact, I've got it right here. This one. And I don't know when this one dates from. The site with the Old Spice mugs is down. I did not notice that. And I've got some of the first glass ones. But I think if you know what this one is, put it in the comments, please. Is this 60s? But it's shorter than my my late 40s, 50s ones. So, all right, let's get going with the shave. How you guys been? I've been good. Over the weekend, I did go to Granville to Shaw's Antiques. He's packing up. He sold his business, but he's been getting me aftershaves, and I got that Aristocrat. I did the shave with you guys saw. I just got to get over to Glens Falls and check out those antique shops. I'm not familiar with Glens Falls, Hudson Falls, New York. It's kind of weird how that's city's laid out. So, and it's right off of the main highway there. So this stuff lathers really easy. The smell, it's got a very nice barbershop smell to it. Also forgot Pinard Clubman. When I use this, I don't have the splash. I will get the splash, so I keep saying that. But then I got all these other things I get wound up in razor-wise, so. And I've got some growth, obviously. I might just wait, and I'll do, I really want to do a leaf head shave. Oh, making a mess, but that's nothing new. I mentioned the tariffs and all that coming with the stuff from China. So I hope you guys that wanted stuff from AliExpress ordered it and are going to get it in time. I think it's too late now. If you've had to, from the U.S., so I'm talking to my fellow U.S. viewers, if you had to pay a tariff or a customs fee, let me know down below, please, because I'm curious on how it's going to be. There's really only one razor I want from AliExpress, and that's the Yaki Avanti, which is the Progress clone in stainless steel. But I love the Merkur Progress so much, You know, if it wasn't for this vintage April, that's what I'd be using, other than the shaves, you know, for you, you know, that I, with razors for you guys. I could be perfectly happy with that just one razor, to be honest with you guys. I get awesome shaves from that razor. I don't know what it is. Set in 3.5 with a, just about, you know, any of the higher end blades that I like. And yeah, I'm happy. All right. Let's go. Nothing special about a tech. They shave awesome. If it's too mild, try a higher, or you know, a sharper blade like I'm doing right now with a feather. I won't say Kai because I've never used a Kai. A Perma-Sharp from Russia will work. A Persona Lab Blue. Gillette Platinum. Russia. I do not care for the Chinese ones. Weather's finally changing here in Vermont. You guys saw my, you know, my trout video. Now all the trees are budding, so everybody's allergies are going to be going off. I'll also show you guys, you know, the modern ones are, you know, the recreations are, some would say the 7 o'clock is a licensed tech, and the same with the Chinese one because it comes from Gillette, Shanghai, I think. They're a little thinner than these vintage ones, and I think the materials are different. Don't quote me on that, though. I know the cap on these older ones is Zamac, and then you get into the, you know, the older ones and they're brass or copper. I've also been trying to find, I mentioned John Stubblemeal Steel, he had that video with the base plates for the fat handle tacks, the 3D printed ones. I've been trying to find a 3D printing service, and yeah, I want to have all the base plates 3D printed for that tech and give that a try. That's going to be something I'm going to do here, because if you can get that, all them, there's an open comb and then there's a closed comb. Roger Quinto, I think his name is. I've seen him on Toast and other places. He does 3D printed razors. He did that, and he designed that, and I'd like to get that 3D printed. And then there's a hybrid one with open comb and closed comb on. I'm not going to get that, just the two. And they've got marks for 1, 2, and 3 for aggression. I never got into 3D print myself. I should have. I took some CNC courses in middle school. I know I'm going to have to do cleanups here, so I might as well do it. I know 3D printing is entirely different. No, you can get these travel techs. I see them real inexpensive on eBay. Everything on eBay is ridiculous, but I normally see these cheaps, and you can even get the made in England ones. I like the spiral tech handle. I use that the most of all my techs. They even made a Gillette razor. That's an open comb version that looks like this, but it's open comb. It's pretty cool. When they come up on the market, they go for ridiculous money. The last one I saw was $180 for a tech. No. And I've showed you guys the Lord razor, the L5, and that's a good razor. It's more if you want vintage, pick up, pick up the Gillette. If you want something new and you don't, care, get the Sterling. You can get that still from the razor company. Or eBay. I would say the razor company because, if you live in the U.S., support a local business. I didn't until I feel bad because I got mine off of eBay, my Sterling, but then I come to find out the razor company had it, and then I would have got it there if I knew. Oh, I just get that now. I just got some hair. On the milder side, but it gets it done. May take an extra pass or two. If you can't tolerate that, well, then this isn't the razor for you. And I've got a feather in it, so I don't know sharpness wise what this is kind of top of the heap when it comes to the sharpness. And I tell you what, just down here, I'm gonna call that good, fellas. That's a that's a BBS shave right there. So the new razors, I don't know. If you guys want me to review some more, you know, budget stuff, let me know down below. If you got something particular you'd like me to review, like I said, you can always email me at cdvt802@gmail.com. I mean, if it's reasonable, yeah, I'll review it. I've seen the Razor Rock Goat. You know, it's the Merkur. They say 34. I say 33C. You know, that's the big hype razor right now. Yeah, I don't really have an interest. I got a Merkur 33C. I mean, I think it's like $80. It's stainless steel. And I heard Merkur updated their razors or something. I was looking at the post on Badger and Blade, and yeah. I'm just rinsing this off. Alright, Pinard Clubman. This stuff is strong. So if you're going into public or you're worried about someone with sensitive smell in your house, only use a couple drops of it. I'm only going to use, about 3 big gulps of it. And the 2 scents complement each other perfectly. And I'll show you the, as I was saying, you can see the Sterling top cap. Let me see, can I see? Yeah, you guys can see that. You can see it. It's thinner. Top cap's thinner. I think the Sterling razor in India is like $1 or something, or not even. Over here, it's, you know, a little more expensive. And no, nice shave with this Travel Tech. Yeah, things to look out for is plating loss, bent guards, yeah, that kind of stuff. If the handles, you don't like the handle, you can, like I said, I've got the Sterling handle right here. You can get a Razor Rock handle and throw on there. Pick one, throw it on there. I see people on Badger and Blade do that quite a bit, and I've been seeing that in the Vintage April shave. So this will probably be my last video vintage shave for the month. Head shave, I got to do one, but like I said, I might wait. So that's it. Awesome shave. Do I got any cuts? I'm not seeing any, so that's it. All right. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, till I see you next with the Gillette Super Blue Razor. Appreciate you. Take care out there, and happy shaves.